guys, this is Deepika and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to make satay tofu. It's a Malaysian dish. It's a starter which we get in one of the Malaysian grills where we eat. It tastes so good. Even my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, whenever they come, they are in town, that's the first place we go to. It's so good. It's actually made with tofu and a satay sauce. I'm not sure how authentic this is, but this is how we get at the restaurant, and that's what I wanted to recreate. I tried it a few times and it came out so well. So I thought, why not share it with you guys, because this is a very different starter with tofu. So let's go over the ingredients so that we can get started. We have three parts to this dish. One is making the tofu, and then the toppings, and then the peanut sauce. So for the tofu, I have super firm tofu here. You want to make sure that the tofu is very firm because you need to deep fry the tofu. So make sure you get firm tofu. And then for the peanut sauce, I have some roasted unsalted peanuts. This is a mixture of hot sauce and some soy sauce. You can use any type of hot sauce you want. Make sure it's red chilies. Then I have some brown sugar here, and I have some jaggery. You can just use brown sugar if you don't have jaggery. I have some salt. This is coconut milk, some garlic, and for the toppings I have cucumber, and this is bean sprouts. You can use any other Chinese vegetables or Asian vegetables you have, and I have some sesame seed oil. Sesame seed oil is very important for this recipe, and make sure you have all these recipes to make the peanut sauce. Only then it's going to taste really good. But if you don't eat garlic, you can skip the garlic. That's totally fine. So now let's go to the stove top and start making the peanut sauce first. First, I'm going to make a powder from my peanuts. I'm going to make a very coarse powder just because I like the texture in that way. So I'm just going to put this in a blender and I'll make a powder, and then I'll meet you. Let's start making the peanut sauce. Here I have a heated pan. To this, I'm going to add about 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil. This needs quite some oil. So once the oil is heated, I'm going to add garlic. Now I'm going to add my ground peanuts or ground nuts. Give this a mix. I'm just roasting this for a few seconds until it starts giving some aroma. Now it's good. Now I'm going to add my sauces. And I'm still keeping the flame in low. Next, I'm going to add my sugars. Once this is nicely mixed, next I'm going to add my coconut milk, and you can adjust the hot sauce and the soy sauce to your taste. Totally depends on how much you want, but make sure you don't add too much. And then I'm just adding a little bit of salt because the soy sauce and the hot sauce already have salt in them. Can you see the sugar has nicely melted and it's kind of giving a caramelized look to the dish? At this stage, I'm just going to increase the flame a little bit and then keep cooking this. Now this is completely cooked. As you can see, the oil is coming out on the sides, and also the color is nice and brown because of the caramelization from the sugar we added. Now I switched off the flame. I'm just squeezing little lemon, not too much. Oops. Give it a mix, and that's it. The sauce is done. It's very simple, and as I said, it requires some oil, but you can just like remove the oil after you finish cooking, so that's totally fine. In the next step, I'm going to prep the tofu. So I have my tofu like cut into maybe 2-inch blocks. So what we need to do is we need to create like a box. So we need to scrape out the tofu inside. So what I'm going to do is to take a very pointed knife and go through this and just cut out whatever is inside. Try to do it as thin as possible because only then you'll have a lot of space to put all your vegetables as stuffing and then the peanut sauce. But it need not be perfect, guys. That's totally fine. This is not a restaurant. So just do how you can. Now I'm not going to the end completely, till like just before the bottom going. And now I'm just going to take a small spoon and scoop out the tofu inside the box. You can do it with your hand if you feel more comfortable. And don't worry, we are not going to waste this. You can make some scrambled tofu with this. That's what I did the previous time I made it. And if you have a smaller spoon, it's even better. This is the smallest spoon I have. And as I said, don't go till the end. Just stop before the end. So this is the only tricky part in this recipe. Apart from that, everything is easy. Now I have my tofu boxes ready. As you can see, I've scraped off everything inside. If it breaks a little bit, that's totally fine, guys. This is homemade. So now we have enough space to put all our stuffings in. And also initially, before prepping my tofu, I made sure I removed all the moisture. So I just kept it on a paper towel for half an hour to 45 minutes, because you want all the moisture to be gone, since we'll be deep frying this. And even now I'm just going to place this on a paper towel and pat all the moisture as much as possible to avoid any disasters during frying. So once I've done that, I'm going to deep fry them. So I'll show you when we are there. I have some oil heating here, between medium and high. It's nice and hot. I'm just going to use a tong and drop my tofu inside my oil. And make sure you have an armor, because the tofu has a lot of moisture and it tends to burst. The bottoms first, because once it starts cooking at the bottom, it kind of becomes firm and will give you a nice hold. So drop it bottom first, because I've tried it the other ways. This works the best. Now once it's starting to cook, just turn it around. Make sure you don't break it. And try to hold it up like this if possible. If you have a lot of oil, then this is going to be easier. I just prefer to use lesser oil to fry it, so I'm taking these extra steps. I've turned it to the other side now. As you can see, all the other sides are cooked. It's just the bottom which is sticking now. Now as you can see, it's cooked on all the sides. You can keep it for more color, but I'm good with this. And then I'm transferring it to a paper towel. So let it sit in the paper towel for a few minutes, so that it can get you can get all the oil off, because that's important. Now that this is done, our peanut sauce is done, we have all our toppings ready. The final step is just to assemble everything and taste it, and I can't wait for it. I have everything ready for my assembly line here. I have the tofu, fried tofu, and my toppings and the peanut sauce. The peanut sauce got a little bit thick, so I added some water and made it like a saucy consistency. Can you see how beautiful that is? Okay, so the next step is open your tofu and put as much stuffing as you want. See, now it doesn't matter if the box didn't come out properly, because you're going to put all the stuffing inside. I think I put too much cucumber. So the bean sprouts add like a really nice consistency to this dish. That's what I like in the restaurant. But if you don't get these bean sprouts, then that's fine. You can replace it with any other vegetable, as I said. So I'm going to stuff both of these. Okay, I have this stuffed now. So the final step is to just drizzle some peanut sauce over it. Wow, looks amazing. My mouth is salivating already. This is how they serve it in the restaurant. And then always we get a side of the sauce. So that's it, guys. This is ready. This is gonna taste really, really good. I'm so excited for this. Now my satay tofu is ready to be tasted. It looks so amazing. So what I'm gonna do is just pick this up and give it a bite. Can you see? Can you see how beautiful it looks, like the different colors? So let me give it a bite now. It's so good. This is one of the best tofu dishes I've ever had. The peanut sauce is top notch. Definitely going to use this for other recipes. and it almost tastes like the restaurant, just that in the restaurant the tofu box is a little more crispier because they use like, you know, professional fryers. But this is so amazing, guys. I really want you all to try this out and let me know how it turns out. This is one of my favorite dishes and I had so much fun recreating this. So do let me know if you'd like to see more recipes like this, like different cuisines. I'll be happy to recreate them. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and do subscribe to my channel and let me know your comments. And follow me on Facebook and Instagram. It's all Deepika's Kitchen. It's the same handle. I had so much fun. I also hope that you have fun watching this video. I'll see you again with another exciting video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.